this, so thank you. Yes, let's come over here. Thank you.
Hello, Senator. My name is Madeleine Lombard, and I'm speaking on behalf of a growing group of kids in Western Massachusetts who are worried about climate change, how it harms the poor, other species, and our chances for a successful life. The latest science tells us we are in a climate emergency, just decades away from reaching a tipping point of inescapable extreme weather, ocean acidification, mass extinction, and rising sea levels. Climate change threatens our very existence, and we are frightened. We thank you for supporting science, opposing fossil fuel stooges like Scott Pruitt, and being a local leader for a livable planet. Given the Trump administration and a Republican Congress, what can we hope for? Are you finding any unexpected allies? If so, what two things are you doing with them to try to pass climate-saving legislation?
I'm afraid, thank you. Thank you. How many of you are all together? Can you raise your hands? The green generation, okay, down here, looking for this revolution to take place. Thank you all for coming out here. This is why you have to have hope. We know that the revolution is going to be unstoppable. But what Trump did is this. He named the CEO of ExxonMobil as Secretary of State. Why did I not vote for him? Because inside of Russia, right now, ExxonMobil controls an area the size of Wyoming for drilling. Can I say that again? ExxonMobil now controls, inside of Russia, an area the size of Wyoming for drilling. He is now the Secretary of State. I said to him in the confirmation hearing, will you recuse yourself from any matter dealing with ExxonMobil as it relates to Russia? He said no. He said no. They then named Rick Perry, governor of Texas, as the head of the Department of Energy, who is a climate skeptic, meaning maybe it's happening, I'm just not sure as to the extent to which it is happening. Now, when you point out to these people that what we do is, for the last 150 years, is use a very sophisticated technology. It's called a thermometer, just to measure the temperatures in Northampton, in the ocean, and every other place. And so we're not guessing about how warm it's getting. We have the records that go back. And then the Attorney General of Oklahoma as the head of the EPA. And so what he's really done is name a big oil all-star team at state, at energy, and at the EPA. And it's kind of, unfortunately, going to become climate denial central. And what we're going to have to do at the state level, 30 states have renewable electricity standards. We're going to have to fight to make them stronger and bigger. On the Clean Power Plan to reduce greenhouse gases in the 30 states, we're going to have to be bigger, and we're going to have to be better to just say we're going to send a signal to the world that we are not retreating. And we don't care what Donald Trump and his climate deniers are saying from Texas or Oklahoma. We're going to keep moving. And on fuel economy standards, we're going to be battling them in court, and we're going to be battling them every day in Congress to make sure that those fuel economy standards, because we need the technological revolution that President Kennedy was talking about back in 1961. We can do it. We are a technological giant. Our Achilles heel is fossil fuels. Our weakness is oil. Our weakness is coal. Our strength is unleashing your generation to solve these problems. So I give you my solemn pledge that our job here is just to pass the baton on to you, so that this country has been made better and we're the leader, and that then you can take it on to the next generation. But if we don't solve the problem, then all of the other problems are going to be footnotes in history. If this planet in the next 40 or 50 years is not given the preventative help it needs, then millions of people are going to be put in jeopardy, unfortunately in the poorest, the most vulnerable parts of the planet as well. So that's our job, and thank you for being the leaders that you are, and thank you for being here tonight. Thank you.